Now, not everybody, Karen, finds somebody willing to pay up three-quarters of a billion or $1 billion just because you're so good and unique and creative. But there are people who need more money. I think of Ed talking about a median of $64,000 for the PPP loans. Did those PPP loans, Karen, take away the need for venture capital, or did that just keep companies afloat that could survive? And then now you're giving them money to grow. What is it that you see venture capital, especially in Chicago, an audience of Chicago innovators and entrepreneurs here? So what is it that the venture market looks like today?
The venture market in Chicago is absolutely on fire. I mean, last year, about $2.8 billion was invested in venture, which was a new high watermark. So venture investing has continued to blaze. I think at the beginning of the year, there was a little bit of a pause, and certainly as there was a pause, I think the speed of the PPP program, that helped certainly groups. But once investors figured out how they were going to continue to invest without actually having to go out and meet with companies in person, leveraging platforms like this, you really just saw venture in Chicago and really, quite frankly, nationally take off. So you saw some companies want to really raise a war chest because they didn't know what was going to happen. And so we certainly saw some of that. You saw companies like Tempus do complete 2 rounds of financing last year for very large numbers. So the outlook in Chicago is pretty strong. You see, in the early stage, there are quite a number of micro funds and accelerators that have gotten started, a very robust angel investing community here. And then for later stage companies, you're seeing some of the national later stage players come in. And now you're starting to see groups like Tiger come in with lots of venture capital at, kind of late stage high valuation. So it's a good time in the venture market.
I'm going to come back to you because I hear in my mind, I hear all of you out there going, well, wait, how do you get started? How do you come to your attention? I want you to give your tips for getting connected to venture capital, but first look forward for a minute. Do you think this whole virtual thing will continue? I mean, not that it's going to do away with the luncheons and the meetings and the, Chicago Club kind of thing, but do you think that this acceleration to virtual is going to continue, and will it help make connections going forward?
I think it will continue. I think we're still going to have, in-person meetings as well. But, a lot of venture capitalists spend a lot of time traveling and flying to meetings, and companies really spend time traveling out to the Bay Area to go raise money. And Chicago companies just traveling to the Bay Area to raise money. I think it's made it much easier for them to access pools of capital on the coast.